Hello. All right. So this is going to be a video instructions on how to tie off cardboard properly and correctly. First thing you want to do is focus on this line right down here. This line will have this red. When you see that red and it's fully compacted down, that's how you know you need to tie this off. Also, you can open the door whenever this red's at the top. When you see the red at the top, that means you are eligible to open the door. So for now, we have to open the door for now. So take this back. That uncompacts it, and you'll see the line moving, and it'll get right up to the top. There it is. That allows you to open the door. Now, when it comes to tying off this stuff, number one rule, make sure you have a fry box, a hash brown box, or a biscuit box on the top and the bottom. Preferably, that's what we need because this is a good top and bottom box. This is a biscuit box. Either of those three will work out perfectly. Just make sure you have that because it covers enough space so these strings won't get in the way. Next step, you pull these strings out. From the top, you're gonna unravel it right up here. I'd say probably give you about an eyeball's worth of a foot of string coming out, but you also can judge off of what you have here. So I'll give about a foot with this mount. So that's the first one. We'll grab the second string, bring it all the way down, and about roughly a foot. I get them nice and aligned. Keep in mind, whenever you compact the box, you'll get more string coming back to you after it starts to compact. Got some scissors here. Scissors is always going to be up here, but we also have this razor blade. So you can also use either or. You cut the string. There we go. Right at the loop. Okay. And then what we're going to do is you have two lines. One's coming from the top, one's going down. Grab the top and just kind of bunch it up and keep it tucked away in the back on the inside of either side of the strings. Then we're going to get it tightly down and this door shuts. Perfect. Now often you'll find a metal bar about yay big. You can use that, or if you're durable enough, you can use your hands for this part. We're going to compact it and then we're going to pull these strings with as much force as we can so there's no slack in the back. So this, once again, pull it forward and it starts to compact. Now I'm simply just going to pull. Now, of course, this hurts your hands a lot. I've kind of gotten used to it because I've worked back here a lot. But like I mentioned, there's usually a metal bar. You'll be fine back here. You can take the string and wrap around the bar and then pull on the bar, and it's a lot easier on your hands. It should be around here somewhere. Often we keep it up on top of here, so just keep an eye out for that. So after I pull on it as much as I can't seem to get much more give out of this. This is the next step. Unbuckle these, let the strings fall. Now, this door often likes to swing out with a lot of force, so it's best to just kind of do it carefully. That way your shins can stay intact. So up, and then out. Here comes the interesting part. So, from this point, you can grab either the top or the bottom. And what we're gonna try to do is try to make sure there's no slack behind the cardboard, because otherwise it'll mess with the timing. So once again, I'm gonna pull with all my might. See a lot of give back there. Now I don't have to worry about the give. I'm gonna try to pull from the top as well. Nothing. So that means there's no more give in the back, so that should be good. We're gonna do the same on both sides. Yeah, lots of give right there. So keep an eye out for that because that could make or break your tie off, and that's very important to make sure you're staying focused on that. Now, unfortunately, the compactor kind of is holding down these strings, which is kind of unfortunate because normally it'd be best if you pull this down so you can pull up on it, but that's okay. We can still work with this. Now, this is something that oftentimes a lot of people can't fully remember, but it's super easy. You take the string, make a bunny ear. Get one little bunny ear. And then tie it off like you're at your birthday party. Make one loop, go through the loop. A simple knot like that. That way this can't move. This knot will go through here. The string will go through the hole. And as you can tell, we don't have a lot of room to work with. That's why often or not, we like to pull this down. But that's okay, because we can still make this work. I often carry a knife on you. You don't have to carry a knife with you. So instead, I'm gonna try to redo it, but keep in mind, you can always take away, but you can't put back. So be very careful and gentle whenever you're doing this. Make sure you're staying mindful that you cannot put back. So try to be careful with your knots. I'll make a new one, just like this. Goes through the hole, just all the same. And now we have a lot more to work with. So this is gonna come up as much as we can. The tighter you can, the better. Then you pinch here, pinch with all your might. This string goes back and through, just like that. Make sure it's tying down. And then you do it again. Take the string behind the bunny ear, through the loop, but this time you're going up. That locks this knot in to where it cannot come undone when we uncompact it, because it's gonna have to bear a lot of power and strength. So that's what the knot should look like. Now we're gonna redo it on this side. I'm gonna give myself a lot of room to work with, since that one had a lot of excess. So just like before, make a bunny ear, tie it off like you're at your birthday party, and through. Strong knot. Through the hole, up as much as we can. You don't have a lot of space here. So like I said, you can always take away, but you can't put back. So be very careful with how you're gonna do this. I'm gonna adjust it maybe about there-ish. So you have a good amount to work with. Got the line, and we'll do it again. This would be a smaller bunny ear though. Bunny ear, around the finger, through the hole, up. Done. Bit of a smaller bunny ear, but it can still work. It doesn't have to be the same every time, just as long as it gets tied off properly. Through the hole, up with all your might. Get as tight as you can. This behind and through. Just like that again, going down first, then again, behind the bunny ear, through the hole, coming up. At this point, you should be ready to uncompact. So we're gonna try it, we're gonna see how it looks after we uncompact. Remember this, back to uncompact. Seems to be holding just strong. Wait for the red line to get to the top. There it is. We can open this door. And now, it should be officially tied off. That's the kind of consistency you're looking for. Like a bowstring on a bow and arrow. Strong and tight. Now, you get this rolling cart. You get this from the back of the trash area. Make sure you remember to lock it down here. And this is the best way to take it out and then put it in the cart. Put it at an angle of you. Pull it out. And use your knee. Use your leg. You pick up, you turn, you put it on. Now you're officially done. You got it tied off. Now I'm gonna show you how to reset the thing. It's really easy. You have two strings and you have guide rails for the strings. Bring them all the way down until you get to these little rubber knots at the bottom of it. These little rubber things hold on to the string so it doesn't move whenever you're tying it off and compact it. Try to give yourself about 3 feet-ish of string, just kind of eyeball it. But make sure it's as flat as it can possibly get. No turns, no knots, just try to get as flat as you can. Do that on both sides. Bring it all the way down, through the little rubber pieces. I'm just gonna kind of give myself a little bit of just a little bit of slack. And now from this point, we're ready to shut it back up. Bottom door comes in. This goes like that. And then this part you gotta be gentle with. Try to let the string move through your hand, but don't pull on the string because you'll undo it in the back. So make sure it's just gently coming through your fingers. And then this just goes right through this little groove. This little knot. Let it come up. Still trying to make sure it's as flat as you can possibly get it. and then not lock it in. I have a lot of excess, but like I said, you can take away, but you can't put back, so that works out. Same thing, very gently, trying to make sure it's as flat as you can possibly get it. Up, down, and you're finished. Now keep in mind, from this point forward, the first box preferably should still be the fry box, hash brown box, or biscuit box. They're the best bottom and top boxes you can possibly have in the cardboard compactor. That's the idea.